So when we're looking for our differentiator, how can we make sure we're not just feeding our ego? And egos need to be original. So here's what I do. I think our differentiator really comes from not from figuring out what to do, but from figuring out what I don't want to do. Because here's the thing, right? My differentiator is, let's say I'm just hiring a freelancer and then selling like how everyone else does. Yeah, there are people out there that have no problem doing that. But there are people like me out there that I can't get myself to do that. All of you guys out there, trust me, there's a line that you wouldn't cross no matter how much money. And that is different for all of you guys. Some people may like, I don't give a fuck how the website turns out as long as I can make more money. I don't care how much money I lose. This website has to be perfect. So based on your personality, there are certain things that you cannot get yourself to do. If you want to find your differentiator, you know how I say this, right? One of the differentiators at Night Owl is that, our designer, developer, and copywriter all work in the same room and same blah, blah, blah. And that's different, right? And it's not just being different. The reason why we did that is not like, oh, that's how we need to be different. It didn't happen that way. It happened by trial and error. So I kept doing all the design and coding all of them myself in the beginning, right? For years. And then once I started the process of separating it, it didn't work. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, oh, they totally didn't get this. Okay, let me start putting the designer into the meeting. And then maybe, okay, that worked. But then by the time it got to development, I was like, oh shit, this is so boring. Okay, let me bring the developer into the meeting. Okay, so the way I develop my differentiator process, because it's your process that's really different, right? How you do your business, how you do your work is what your differentiator is. Not like, oh, our company is very authentic and that's our differentiator. Oh, our agency focuses on storytelling. That's what you say your differentiator is. A real differentiator can be measured. So tell me what is the exact process that you use that makes you that way, right? So that specific thing. And that thing has to evolve over time. You can't be like, okay, from now on, my specialty is that we focus on quality of the work. So I'm gonna force my designer, developer, and copywriter to all go start in the same room and blah, blah, blah. That's how we're gonna do it. That's not how it works. That process took me years to figure out through trial and error. And once I got to the right point where, okay, this is working perfectly for me, this I can live with. Once that process has been set, that is your differentiator. Don't invent a differentiator, I guess is what I'm saying. The differentiator has to do with you. All you gotta do is find it.